Why is it not loading? So strange. Sorry, I would open up the chats, but they aren't loading. Oh, there we go. Hello, Azrael. Let me pop this out. What the hecky? Oh my God. Okay. Tokyo Go, please. Yeah, meow, 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 meow. I love this song. Why did it go here? Goddamn. Meow, 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 meow. I love this song. Why did it go here? Goddamn. Hi, ladies, maybe. Ladies, maybe. Ladies, maybe. Ladies, maybe. Oh, that's me. I'm kind of quiet, really? Are you sure it's not just you? Because, like, it says I'm hitting the yellow zone. Just like that's a really good zone. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this smaller. Put the chats up here. Okay, so I'm doing this arc where, let me explain because you're my idea bouncer. Tell me if you can hear me, smuzzy buzz. Um, okay, so, um, Allah is like trying to manipulate M to get what she wants. And um, I haven't figured out exactly what provokes this conversation between her and M. But Allah is basically like, okay, do this thing for me, M. And M is like, but then I have to make someone else the protagonist of focus so they don't kill you. And then Allah's like, okay, then do that. And then so Brandon, Allah's physics teacher, becomes the center of the universe of for like a single arc, and it basically follows like the the story from an external point of view, where like um how do I describe this? It's like you get to see the inner workings of Allah's cult. Um, because she makes a cult where she forces everyone to use their right hand because she's obsessed with using her right hand, and like she forces everyone to like fucking document every one of their mistakes in a spreadsheet and stuff like that, and like it's just like I don't know. I thought so at first I was like, oh, it should just be like a random guy, but then I was like, oh, but what if I make him like her physics teacher? So like there's like a sense of continuity and like a payoff for like paying attention to. Oh no, omniscience have nothing to do with it. He's just the center of the universe. For like he's the well, maybe I shouldn't say center of the universe. He's like the protagonist of the story. Nothing about the omniscience actually changes. So yeah. Do you like that idea? God, I gotta play my aliens. Oh, inner silence, save me. Oh, inner silence. Orc core? What does orc core mean? Hang on. Uh-oh. A message from my mother. Oh. Sorry. Uh, Wait, what question did I ask? Because I don't remember. And you said yeah to the question without completing the sentence. Not that you had to complete your sentence. It's just like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna continue writing. So here, I'll read the scene from how it starts. So, exterior, Brett. Oh wait, I gotta move this. Hello. Is she messaging you to let you know that we were back together? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you and my mom. Oh, you made up from the violent outburst that you had? I don't know, sorry, that was random. What are you? Oh wait, hang on. Do the bit, do the bit. Okay. Don't tell anyone this, but I'm secretly a fish. Okay. Um, Sorry. Um, I could continue the bit, but I don't feel like. Okay. A photographed portrait of a man and a woman becomes partially obscured by a hand, running the tip of his thumb along the surface of the glass. Brandon, expressionless, looks at the picture. Moron? I am a moron? Oh my god. Does my brain need to be dissected and analyzed for its moronic capabilities? My god. His eyes dart between the standing figures. He lets go of the pictures and retracts his hand to the armrest of his wheelchair, sighing. A knock from another room echoes, catching his attention. His posture straightens as his head. I should actually elongate this beginning segment because, like, I shouldn't have it like immediately jump into oh shit. I shouldn't have it immediately jump into like the action. I should have it like display his daily life. It's like, let me just here we go. He twists the chair to the interior's exit, then wheels across the room into interior of Brandon's living room. Morning. Another text message from my father this time. Oh my god. Okay. The brief stretch of a hallway immediately gives way to a living room and an adjoining kitchen. Another knock echoes as he approaches the door. He reaches the doorknob, twists it, then opens, M being the literal call to adventure for the teacher's character arc. Yep. Then opens the door to it in its entirety. A person hovers beside the doorframe, lifting her hand from a clipboard that held between their arm and chest to wave at him. Hi, Brandon! He smiles, nodding, extending his hand to shake her own. She reciprocates affection. And what brings you to my humble abode this fine morning? We don't need 2 physics teachers, we just need 1. Her hand reaches for her clipboard, hugging it tightly. Have you heard the good news? So, if I'm correct, that is something that, like, Jehovah's Witnesses say a lot or something, or just, like, people spreading their religion. You died in order. Damn. But this time it's, like, I think it presents, like, a sense of contrast because, like, the good news is actually that the second coming of Jesus Christ is real. And, like, the explosion was way stronger than expected. Oh, you lost your God run? The one that you had like a lot of yeah. Okay. Interior Brandon's living room morning. Brandon sits in his wheelchair, placing the clipboard onto the coffee table in front of him. His hand reaches for the corner of a stack of papers held by the clip, flipping through the dozens of copies of the same paper. The title along the top margin reads, Consent Form to Enter Heaven. Elizabeth walks from the kitchen as she holds a teacup in each hand, marking as she approaches him. You're never this... Sorry, I'm not voice acting at all. You're never this quiet, Brandon. Is something wrong? He lifts his hand from the table, stroking his chin while looking in a direction for a moment. It's just, She places the teacup beside the clipboard. He smiles while interrupting himself. Thank you, Elizabeth. He clears his throat, continuing his thought. Well, I have a few questions. Elizabeth smiles as well, taking a seat against the couch adjacent to him. Did you see the list of frequently asked questions on the forum? Did I already use the word forum? Yes, I did. Oh my god. My vocab diversity is crying. Brandon nods, his gaze meets hers, who acknowledges him with her own nod and affirming hum. Is this about Eleanor Friedel? She nods and hums again, clarifying, yes, and she goes by Ella. He looks away, his smile grows wider as he lets out a light-hearted exhale. Right, sorry. He pauses, laughing slightly. Elizabeth adjusts how she sits, moving closer to him with a squinting expression. What's so funny? He turns to her. It's just, well, I used to teach her, and she stands up in a burst of movement, beaming with excitement. You knew her? He adjusts the orientation of the wheelchair. Aiming. she goes by Ella and her pronouns are she, her. I love that scene. I fucking love that scene. I'm keeping that scene no matter how ridiculous it is. It's so fucking funny to me. It's just, it has to be kept. It has to be kept. I want to put, you know what, hang on, unravel, English cover. You made me want to play the fucking, Tokyo. But I need to continue reading the scene. Ah! A monster in my heart, a ghost inside my chest. Okay, sorry. He adjusts the orientation of his wheelchair, aiming the direction of his body away from the coffee table and towards her. Yeah, I mean, I used to teach her in my physics class back in 2018. 2018. Sorry, I know I say and 18, but I know other people skip that part, so I wrote it as the skip. The delight of Elizabeth's demeanor shows through an enthusiastic squeal of joy. What was she like? He looks down towards the teacup. Steam rises from its contents of clear green tinted liquid. A sense of pride strikes the tone of his voice. She was my best student, like, ever. Really. I'm not voice acting at all, I'm sorry. He looks back towards her, tilting his head upwards to meet her gaze once more. Elizabeth closes her eyes while smiling. I wonder what that means. I wonder if the smile is genuine. God. I gotta do something. My juice. Interior Brandon's parking lot. Between the pillars of dark gray concrete, trees shine with a contrasting bright value as overhead LEDs cast dull highlights along the interior. Brandon wheels towards his car as Elizabeth quickens her pace beside him. The door opens to the pull of her arm. Elizabeth. He wheels back slightly, then lifts his leg into the vehicle, followed by his entire body as she takes a step forward in his direction. I know what you're going to say. I appreciate the offer, but, He pauses, struggling to push himself up against the handle of the car along its seat. She takes a step forward, holding her hand outwards in a gesture beneath his arm. Maybe body. Yeah, how about body? Please? Wait, why isn't it working? What the heck? He smiles, grunting as he lifts past the head of the chair, sitting in it moments after. She pauses, faithfully crossing her arms as she walks towards the front of the car to the other side. He reaches for the wheelchair and rotates its front against the ground, then detaches its closest wheel and places it in the back seat. Brandon repeats this for the chair. This chair repeats this I really fumbled. Brandon repeats this pattern for the chair itself, followed by a turning wheel. The thump of both doors closing echoes throughout the interior. The engine starts and the headlights blink to life. Brandon turns the steel wheel while exiting his parking space. He shakes his head while smiling, prompting Elizabeth to ask while laughing. What? He glances over briefly, then returns to focus on the journey. Okay. Smuzzy Wuzzy, are you still there? Did you like this scene where it's like it kind of develops their personality a bit without actually saying what's happening through dialogue, but it's like clear if you're like paying attention to their actions? Or at least I believe so. Yeah, and yeah, okay. So this next scene, I kind of want to like dump Wogue scene peakness. Thank you. I kind of want to just like dump as much exposition as I reasonably can about like the cult in a sense where like the cult is portrayed as being less culty than it actually is. So it's like I need what are some good okay, no, serious question. Serious question for you, Smuzzy Wuzzy. You remind me of answer. If I told you, hi God, have you heard the good news? Oh shit. If I told you, hi Gala, have you heard the good news? Jesus Christ is coming back. What would your first questions be? Assuming you knew the person who was Jesus Christ. I know. Weird scenario to be put in. I don't know, it's just like it would be like assuming that you knew the person who was Jesus Christ. Like let's say I became Jesus Christ. What would be your questions for me? Also, I would ask you if you knew you were having LCD. Um, okay, so you know what? Let's actually go with that. Is Ella like okay? Like what's what's this whole Jesus what's this whole thing about? Anyway. Is that like a good first question? So I'm thinking it's like, what do you mean? I'm thinking he reveals things about her past that make Elizabeth like, okay, I have to actually figure out what the purpose of these characters are other than being plot devices. Like, what are their arcs? Like, what character development do I want them to go through? But like, I'll figure that out as I go. Kind of like the busy, what is it? Viv Pop? Yeah, let me look at that meme again. Um, you sent me a meme, like Viv Z Pop. Yes, Viv Z Pop. Create a bunch of OCs and collapses in the high school that you really like. Stick to these characters and ideas and do whatever you can to make their story work in the grand. Yeah, so I'm literally doing that right now. So funny. Okay. Brandon. Stone remains amicable. He continues to smile. A signal notification. My God. Damn. Dude, this things keep happening. Where like Final Draft 12 doesn't register my tabs. Like I can't, and then I have to restart it. So let me restart it real quick. Um, Sorry for the delay. Also, I made a notepad file, which is like the .txt file to hold my m dash. So my m dashes are preserved. My m dashes. I'm not responding. Anyways, how are you feeling, Mala? And if Azrael's there, the question is open to you as well. I just don't know if you're there. Not that you have to be there. You're chill? Okay, cool. Just wondering. Yeah, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I never like to pressure people to chat when they don't want to. So like you can lurk if you want. I realized like, oh shit, I hope Azrael doesn't feel left out for me asking how Galasmala is, but not Azrael Smazrael. Um, that was my logic, but I suppose I could have just not asked. Yeah. You are okay? Don't worry, you're chilling? Okay. Wait, why isn't tap? The tap button isn't working. Okay, I gotta look this up. Hang on. Uh, Final Draft 12 tab button not working. Ensure you're not in reader mode. Okay, there we go. Oh, I see. I think it's just oh my God. Please just let me delete this fucking. Okay, there we go. Brandon. Well, I, 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 I really did mean she was my best student back. She was diligent. Okay, hang on. I'm kind of gonna describe myself here. Not that I was gonna like ask you for help. Like, Kalasmala, how would you describe me in high school? But like you didn't know me then. So like, okay, so like I was a straight A student, but like I wasn't an unstable straight A student. Like I was I was like she was diligent. She was diligent. He pauses. Very motivated. Always on time. Always submitted her work early. Always early to class. Meow 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 meow. Okay. So like I'm trying to like give the impression that like she was too motivated. Like like very very motivated too. Always early to class. Like how can I explain that without saying, "Oh, she's too motivated." Always early to class. Um Being on time for class even on the days wish. Oh, that's interesting. Based on real events. What do you mean? You're not saying you're not implying I did that, did you? Because I or wait, I don't actually know what you're trying to say. I don't know. I hang on. I'm trying to think. We're trying to brainstorm. So, I like your idea. It's just like I don't really um oh wait, I fuck plot hole. So like Ella disappears for 5 years. And like that happens in the middle of high school, the middle of her senior year, second semester. Like, fuck, he should be worried. He should be like, oh my God, is she okay? Maybe, okay. Okay, I have two options. I have two options. Um, the first option is that like, oh, she does that because she gets teleported to the anglerfish dimension, remember? Or maybe not teleported. I don't know. I'm just spouting words. Um, but like, fuck, fuck. I guess I want to actually keep this because like I feel like it would be very observational of people to like notice. Um, like if someone noticed like, why is the physics teacher who she only knew for like 1 week, or who she only knew for 1 week. Why is she like, huh? It's because of the fucking clone. So let me show you a scene I wrote. Okay, bye. Yeah. Okay. So like, yeah, I gotta write this down. The clone. The clone goes to the original dimension. Okay. So like, um, so hang on. I'm gonna skim through this scene for you, Gala Smala. Um, it's like, um, the crack of light of the integers begins to expand with greater size, coinciding with the creaking wood and the combustion of Ella's fire. A second source of light behind the door remains. A pulsing bright set of oranges, purples, and teals cast shadows along the adjacent wall. Ella's gaze continued by visible confusing. Behind the door, a person stands in silence. Their skin tone matches Ella's, along with their style of hair, clothes, general appearance, and the presence of an undulating fire. So basically, in this alternate world, the clone of Ella, I don't fuck, this is not making sense. But like I'm thinking it's like the clone the clone of Ella steals her backpack. Look, oh my god. I did not plan this at all, but basically the backpack fuck. 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 That actually makes so much sense though. Hello. Okay. I don't okay. So here's my idea. Smuzzy Smuzzy, you're my idea bouncer. Okay. I'm writing a script. Smuzzy Wuzzy Gala Smala, are you there? Give me a sign of life. It's okay. Okay. I'll pitch the idea anyway. So like, I want the teacher to be like, I'm here though. I don't know you're here. I'm just making sure. Let me obsess and compulse over this, okay? I have to make sure you're here. The teacher is like, I noticed in the first week she was like, very like, fuck. Fuck. I don't know. You gotta help me, Smutty. I don't know how to do this. This is no, I'm just freaking out because this is a very critical point in the story that I could decide and be like, okay, so let me explain the problem. The problem is that, so the story takes place from January 4th to January 11th. The first 7 episodes, one episode for each day, basically. What happens is that on the 11th of January, Ella gets transported into the anglerfish dimension. And sorry, I'm swimming with this pen. I should stop. Um, and I never actually addressed what happens to the original dimension with her gone. Because I know that Tyler and Em are like, oh no, where's our glubby glubber? But like I never thought about what happened to the rest of the world. So like, damn. Okay, so Brandon, the physics teacher, could notice that she's different, or that she's gone, or that nothing, or that everything's the same. I think it would be interesting if the clone of Ella was different. So I think we cut out everything is the same. Uh, I think we cut out the fact that she's gone, because that would just be like oh my God, Ella's back, and the whole tone of the whole tone of the scene would change. Yes, this is tricky. So I think I think the clone of Ella lacks her obsessive and compulsive traits, is what would be most interesting. Considering that the center of the universe wasn't there and that the world is basically just their city and nothing else, I don't think much needs to happen. They'll know, but having some characters notice her disappearance. Really? You want so like Brandon should notice her disappearance. Interesting. Um, the clone is a normie yellow. That is, that's what I'm thinking. Love it. So they have more admin privileges. Okay, yeah, I think that's actually, let me try and work your idea. With the attention of the cast comes the attention of the fish, and with the attention of this comes the burden of free will. Wait, what? What are you, what's with that emoji? What the hecky? What the hecky? She stares at him. I don't know. What expression? Basically, if the anglefish doesn't think about a person, they don't have a soul and thus no free will. I'm being so inputting. Wait, okay. Maybe they know this because. So I was thinking that like Tyler slash Faith could like talk to the physics teacher and like because oh my God. Okay. I'm so many ideas. Okay, let me read what you're saying. Basically, if an anglerfish doesn't think about a person, then they don't have a soul, and thus no free will. I'm being silly and building this upon the OCD thoughts ahead. Also, fish is evil and thus sentience evil too. That's why. Oh, interesting. Let's see if I can work with that. Okay, so let me just correct this typo. This tone. You know what could be really cool? Wait, oh my God. You see how many notes I have on the right side? Hear Brandon's thoughts. So like, I think it would be such an amazing contrast for us to hear Brandon's thoughts, like in comparison to Ella's mind. It's like Brandon is just a normal guy. He's just like a fucking, I mean, he's like disabled physically, but like he's like normal in the sense that he lacks any mental illness. So like I think I should have some voiceover for like um I think I should have some voiceover because like he becomes the protagonist and therefore we can hear his thoughts and narration. Oh my God, this is perfect. This is literally perfect. It's all coming together, Smuzzy Buzzy. Smuzzy wuzzy wuzzy galak smella shmella shmella wala wala. Dude, why do people watch me on YouTube.com? I don't understand. Ow, fuck, that hurt. Welcome back. Okay, so Brandon's parking lot. Morning. I'm cool. Thank you. Palm trees sway above. You need to no self-deprecating in my presence or at all. Okay, I promise not to. Um, my bad, my bad. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that was more of like a genuine question and not like self-deprecation. But I see your point nonetheless. Yes. Look. Such is the hand of fate. Have you ever been alone before? Myra bring us all together. Whoa, that's crazy. Myra, dude, I almost fucking started when I did my ARG in quotation marks. I was like, I should start a fake cult. And I was like really conceptualizing the idea of like me being a cult leader where like to enter the cult you had to disown the existence of the anglerfish. Maya the Cyan, thank you. Maya the Lock-in. I would heart your messages if I could. Um it's like I was literally thinking like, okay, I should like make a hierarchy and like of like the leadership and I would be at the top and then it would be like the cinematography. That's why on the server, like if you check the roles, like I'm the director and then there's like the cinematographers and the production assistants. Like um I was literally conceiving of like I was conceiving of like having a hierarchy of like chain leadership uh labeled by the roles of whatever position you have at a film crew. Like as a like and I don't know. Myra the Great, Myra the Director, thank you. Myra the Talker, yes. Yes. The current of the wind. Odds. Pass by overhead. Scaring me, isn't it? Myra the I'll try everything. Myra the I'm cringing. I'm cringe in that space. I'll never be base if that's not cringe. Yeah. You really like the Myra the format. The life life magic. I cast hospice. Okay, so I was worried for her. The first for the first 2 weeks or so that she came across. She came across as really nice. Like as if okay. Um how do I describe this tastefully? Because I want the teacher to like I want the teacher to be like very empathetic, but just not able to understand because he doesn't have not like in a bad way either. It's just like he literally just doesn't have the conception of like uh it's like one of those teachers that like doesn't know how to handle mental illness and like so like when she like cries over the fucking colors of the whiteboard markers and like the one it's like that's not even his fault. Like I wouldn't I probably wouldn't understand that if I was a teacher. Or well unless I anyway, point is um it's like we cried for the for the first 2 weeks or so that she came to class. I was really worried for her. Okay, Smuzzy, you say I should assume you're here, but you didn't say anything about the ideas I've been trying to bounce off of you. So you should come back, unless you're sleepy. If you're sleepy, then you can go to bed. Um, a dream inside, a dream inside, a dream it lives. Last video, what was what we talked about today, right? Well, I'm talking about like the whole like how Galapi. I'm talking about like the whole like how so I want this teacher to like not know how to handle Ella's mental illness. And so like the most he did, and I already wrote this scene actually. The most he does, let me see if I can find it. Um this, so he goes, I wanted to thank you for always participating in class. I mean, really, this period is probably the toughest to get started, but once I do, at least the two of us can keep the momentum of the class going. I wanted to ask you, are you feeling okay, Eleanor? Are you sure? You just always seem so tense. Even now, I worry, you know? So like that's the most he can do because like he doesn't know how to handle. Because like she literally okay. So like I wrote this other scene that I'm not gonna show because I don't want to scroll so much between my scenes and it's hard to manage. But, like I wrote this other scene where she where he's talking about fission and fusion and he writes fusion with blue and fission with red, and that freaks her the fuck out because she wrote in her notebook fission with red and fusion or whatever, just in the opposite way. Sorry, I might be getting them confused, like the order I had written in. But basically, it's like she just has mental breakdowns over the smallest shit, and like that really worries him because like he sees that like Ella's is such a great fucking student, and like uh he like just wants her to like thrive. Um, hang on. I don't know how to write this. Okay. I was really worried for her. Oh, it's called a parking garage. Oh. I really did mean she was my best student. Smuzzy, I just responded to your thing about a new idea and you didn't bounce off. You didn't bounce. So, I don't know what's going on. Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt you? Am I dead? Is this true? She was my just one day the Fire Nation definition was never the same since. Okay, that's not what happens. That's not what happens. Bounce. She was my best student until she became a chud. But then this fucking chud clone started fucking taking her chud. Sorry, I can't continue the bit. Okay. But you said you would be my idea bouncer. You're not be and I have actual ideas for you. You're not being a very faithful idea bouncer. Okay. The idea is like I want him I want him to admit to okay. First of all, uh we can So like the idea, um, the idea is like, how do I describe this? I've literally forgotten how I described it. I'm so sorry. The idea revolves around like the clone replacing her, and I just want to execute it in a very tasteful way where it's like the teacher doesn't know what to do because he can tell something's wrong. It's just not only is he so unfamiliar with mental illness that he didn't know how to handle Ella when she was herself, but she doesn't he doesn't know how to handle her when she's not herself and she's like being too normal. And it's just like, what happened to my lovable nervous wreck who would fucking explode over the colors of the. Did you hear the whole thing about the colors? The colors, the colors, the colors, the colors. Sorry. Oh shit. Oh no. Cannot press Control A. Oh god. Oh god. Sound the alarm. If I press the delete button, I lose all my progress. Okay, good. So the problem isn't so much the idea, but you're struggling with expressing the teacher's worry. Yes. So it's like, okay, that's really weird. Okay, so first of all, I want to tell. So the first four. Wait, January 4th. Look, hang on, 2018, January 4th. Wait, I need to look this up actually. How long does winter break last for high school? Exact days. Yes. Okay, January 2nd. Yes. So, Ella goes to school on January. So I want to tell a story that doesn't actually happen on screen. So like, it's like giving new information. It's like we could try to recreate the stages of grief on how he ends up accepting the clone as the real Ella now that she's just feeling better or something. That, but then when she's back in spirals for a bit. Oh shit. Well, the only problem is he doesn't know she's back until she has omniscience, and then at that point, it's like she's completely conquered her anxiety due to her character arc completing that segment. So it's like, that is such a good idea, but it just doesn't work within the continuity of what I have already written. But I really like that, so thank you for being my idea bouncer. It's like literally first day I meet her. Flashback to before the omniscience. Well, it's just she doesn't. They don't interact until after the omniscience, so there's nothing they could flash back to. There's no interaction to flashback to. Um, okay. Literally the first day I meet her. It's like the first day I meet her. So going back from normal to I'm a cult leader. Still, yes. I came up with a perfect idea. She already knows the material of physics because she studies it herself and she wants to get literally 100%. And okay. So yes, I've got it. Okay, let me act this out. But, but, I was really worried for her. It's like the first day I meet her, she's participating way too much. And I, well, I don't think that's bad in itself. But it's like, but it's as if she already knew the material. Hang on, I'm not explaining this well enough. Okay, Smuzzy, help me describe this. So I want to tell a story about Allah that is not on screen. It's like the events that friendly reminder that people can have these things called gut instincts. Yeah. Okay, so I want to describe this story about Ella, where basically she's participating in class as if her life depends on it. She really wants to get that outstanding like behavioral reward. I don't know if your experience with high school or anything had this, but in my country and our maybe not even country, but in my school, we had this thing where your behavior was rated from like an L for outstanding, S for satisfactory, N for not sufficient, and then U for like you're bad at the game, fuck yourself. No, that's not what they said. But so um she really wants to get that out, so she over participates like the fuck out of class. And I just want to describe that. It's like how I really want her. She's participating. Thank you for laughing at my joke. She's participating. Wi-Fi died. That's okay. It's like the first day I meet her. Okay. And I don't even that a bad way. Badly. I just tell parents it's really pressure, pressure. And I'm leaving a lot of assumptions on his part. So it's like I'm making him believe that his parents, I mean her parents are the reason why this is the case. Um uh must really pressure her. It's like at the start of the semester when I met her, she's trying way too hard to make a good first impression. And I don't even mean that as a bad thing. I just could tell that her parents must really pressure her to get good grades. Like she already knew. all of the material before, and like she already knew all of the material. It's like at the start of the semester, when I met her, she's trying way too hard to make a good first impression. I don't even mean that as a bad thing. I just could tell that her parents must really pressure her to get good grades. Like she already knew all the material. She was overexerting herself. From the simplest mistakes. One time, I think she wrote, must have wrote the colors of some notes were taken wrong. She started crying, like crying, crying, nervously sobbing. It's an innocuous mistake. Okay, let me try reading this out loud. But I was really worried for her. It's like at the start of the semester when I met her, she's trying way too hard to make a good first impression. And I don't even mean that as a bad thing. I just could tell that her parents must really pressure her to get good grades, like she already knew all the material. She was overexerting herself and would cry from the simplest mistakes. One time I think she must have wrote the colors of some notes we were taking wrong, and she started crying, like nervously sobbing over this harmless mistake. Okay. How, wait, Smuzzy, did you catch up yet? Oh, okay, no worries. just could tell that her parents must really pressure her to get good grades. Like she already knew all of the material. Like she was, I don't, okay, no, that can be implied. I think I don't want to reveal that because like I want to imply that she studies it all on her own. Like she was over, in fact, let's write that down. Add it to the another 50 ideas. Ella overstudies. I just could tell that her parents must really pressure her to get good grades. Like she was overexerting herself and would break down over the simplest mistakes. Okay, Blorp bleep. Blorp bleep. The blorpy bleepers. Nice. I'm happy for you. One time, I think she must have wrote the colors of some notes we were taking her on. And she started crying, like nervously sobbing. Like, no, hysterically sobbing. Almost hysterically, like almost hysterically sobbing over this harmless mistake. And then the shooting happened, as you know. But something about her changed. You can imagine that effect. How do I explain this? Ah, God, this is such a hard scene to write. Shooting happened. Meow. Smuzz, I need more of your help. Are you sleepy? You can go to sleep. It's fine. It's just I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Blap 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 blap. I am the blap. I am the blap. I am the blap. I'm the blap. Ooh. Okay. I'm doing a good job, really? Thank you. I don't know if I am, but okay, I'm trying to like describe hang on. So like you could what I'm trying like I don't want to over explain it. So like I want to make it really obvious that he's like trying to say that like the shooting like positively affected her in the sense that like the shooting, well, he doesn't know, but like the shooting, uh, it's like the shooting cured her of her mental illness. His voice trails off. The car remains idle as a pair of birds fly. Almost hysterically sobbing. Okay, I need your help, Smuzzy. Smuzzy, I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. How do I describe Grok, Super Grok? How generate me a description of how the nervousness escaped Ella. Generate. Super Grok. ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Sorry, stupid joke. Just give her an obvious stone. What does that fucking mean? What do you mean an obvious stone? She doesn't bite her nails, she picks out her skin. Baka baka baka. I don't know. Describe it. But it's just that nothing is wrong with her. Or maybe it'd actually be good to not describe too much about what he thinks about the clone. Because, like, maybe that could lead people. I don't know. Because, like, I don't want to be too obvious about, like, too many things. It's like, I want there to be a lot of subtlety to the script. But, like, maybe too much subtlety is a bad thing. It's like, people don't know. I don't know how to describe it, or whatever was wrong, whatever. When I thought, I didn't realize friend came up to me. Yeah, to tell about it. No, this isn't me going music. You can't hear this. You can't hear this. A child like me. Nobody can plot like me.
Yeah, I'm kind of the worst at the things I see. I'm a one of a kind child. Nobody's a dog like me. Nobody can eat like me. Yeah, I don't know how I fight with the air I breathe. I'm a one of a kind child. 'Cause nobody wants to be a child like me, and not a person wants to see a child like me, and nobody wants to hang out with a child like me. And this stupid, useless child is all I'll ever be. 'Cause I stumble and I fail at everything I see, and I didn't get a job or a single degree, and this life will never go beyond the dreams I'll see. And this stupid, useless child is all I'll ever.
Okay, does this make sense? So it's like, Smaz, I need your help. You're not helping me. You're not helping me enough. Rah, rah, you're playing Noita. You're playing too much Noita. You were listening, but you aren't helping me. You have to help me. Okay, let me read it for you. I don't know how to describe it, but whatever was wrong, it went away. I thought this was a good thing at first, but she lost the light in her eyes. Personality was gone. She became an entirely different person. I feel like I should disinclude the whatever was wrong, because like I feel like reasonably he could be like, oh, this is a trauma response to the shooting. This person is supposed to give so many of the damn things. Well, the problem is that it wasn't a trauma response. She was replaced by a clone. So like it's like student was affected in some way, like behaviorally. Thought this was good at first. But she lost the line in her eyes. It's not like I am Palace, the asphalt. No, I don't know. Tried to help. Chainsaw Man! Chainsaw Man! Okay, let's read this whole thing. Always early to class. I don't want to. Reborn, save me. They changed the title of this. They changed the title. Change the title. Colin Stetson, why would you change the title? Colin Stetson. Sorry, so I'm thinking. So one of my favorite content creators, the Minute Hour, who also goes by Gamer Church now, uh, like literally had like a really bad manic episode. I'm probably still having it. I don't actually know that I haven't checked on him in a couple months. But like, or wait, why don't I just do that right now? Uh, but like, he bought a church, and I was like thinking, like, would Ella buy a church during her manic episode? That'd be crazy. Well, it's just like it's like she has to buy a church. Like she has to. She has to. But it has to be a really big church. It can't just be like a small baby church. Baby as in like the size of the church. Oh, hey, I mean, I noticed you joined, but didn't notice you said that to me. Too. So, that's so cool. I love that. I love that. Okay, well then go to sleep. There's a thunder showing the light. The lightnings makes a dingly bit at the front shine brighter. The angler, because he's no fish. What the Sigma? Maybe when there is a thunderstorm, the light of the lightnings makes the dingly bit at the front shine brighter. The angler, because he's no fish. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the Aska. The Aska. It's called an Aska. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I know how it's supposed. Okay, good night. I smurf you. Ah, I smurf. Yeah, it's okay. I love you. End stream.